Hello, I am Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on September 18, 2012, 10 minutes after midnight, Birmingham, Alabama. Topic: Nephilim, Amalekites, Muslim. Okay, you want to know what in the world am I talking about? I'm talking about if there is any kind of relation between those three names. The Nephilim. Go back. The earth was here roughly, 1600 years with people on it when God decided he had to end it by a flood because the sons of God had fallen. They were cast out with Satan. There were a number of 200, and those that they were in charge of, and some say that each of the 200 could have had 10,000 that they were in charge of. They came to earth, the whole lot of them. They made a pact, either we'll all do it or we won't do it, and they all did it. And they came to earth, and they took the daughters of men. Keep in mind, sons of God, the fallen angels, came to earth after being cast out of heaven, and took unto them wives. They were the daughters of men. They thought they were beautiful. And I'm not being joking here, but I agree. But it got so out of hand, things got so bad, the offspring were horrible, and for the most part they were giants. And right at the time God decided he needed to end it, the giants were eating people. You picture, you got a 6-foot man that would come up just above some of the giants' ankles, or 6-foot men. Some of the smaller giants had come up halfway to their knee. That's how big the men were. I mean, that's how big the giants were. I mean, they were huge. So it got so out of hand, and they had corrupted the world with their DNA. They had gone about and they contaminated birds, fish, all the animals. God didn't make a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a mouth bigger than his head that would rip a tree in half. He didn't do that. They were DNA built by these fallen angels. And they gave these secrets to men. And we kept them. We still have them. At least the ones that are in control. So let me move on here. Why did the Jews, why were they so hated by the Muslims? Well, go back. Again, the Amalekites, 1 Samuel 15, verse 18. God told the Jews, go and kill them. Kill them all. Kill the men. Kill the women. Kill the children. Kill the women that has a baby in their belly. Kill them all and kill the animals with them. Don't leave any alive. Do not leave any alive. But the Jews had mercy on them, and they didn't kill them all. So let's move on. I want to know why the Jews are so hated by the Muslims. I mean, it's a hate. Well, the sons of God had the same hatred for anything that God loved. And even though the Jews didn't come until a number of years later, the sons of God hated them. That hatred was in their mind. So keep that in your mind a moment. So then I start looking, well, maybe, just maybe, the Amalekites and the Muslims are somehow related. And they were. The Amalekites and the Muslims are the one and the same. Read it. You can find it just like I did it. But I went a step further. And this one knocked my socks off. Maybe the Amalekites are related to the Nephilim, the offspring of the sons of God. Remember, there were giants in the land in that day, and after the giants were the offspring of the fallen angels. So here we are. I look and I look and I look, and I finally found it. I found in one sentence, I found Zamzummians, Zamzummian giants, and Islam Amalekites, all in the same title. That, to me, bears witness to the Zamzummian giants, which could be the forerunners of the Amalekites, and then after the Amalekites, the Muslims, but they all carry the same hatred for the Jews. So that's what I believe. That's exactly what I believe. And if you go and read again 1 Samuel 15 verse 18, read that and then go and question, hey, were the Amalekites and the Muslims related? Because they both hated the Jews. And it appears that they are related. And by DNA, that is. So the people, the animals, the fish, the DNA from the fallen angels, they infected, they experimented with, and they did all kinds of things. They experimented, they infected and crossbred birds and fish and every animal that walked, and even plants, and mainly people, lots of people. And those people, a lot of them, are still here today, and you'll read these horror stories or these science magazine stories or science fiction. Well, don't believe for a minute that everything is science fiction, because when God explains what the tribulation is going to be like, that sounds like worse than science fiction. Well, that is simply bringing forth all that is here. Because, number one, God says in the battle of Gog and Magog, that's not the battle for the Jews. That is my battle. I have a job I have to finish. He will finish it. He will take out all those who come against the Jews. Then the next battle for the Jews is Armageddon. That is Satan. That is a false prophet. So, all that being, I think, tied together, while Ahmadinejad, everybody doesn't understand that. The Muslims don't really understand it. The Nephilim don't really understand it. But the Christians and the ones that God gives dreams to and visions to, and allow them to understand Daniel and the Bible and other things that's been hidden for 3,000, 4,000 years are being understood. Well, that's my thought, my belief, my take, and that's what I think. The 12th Imam, the chaos that Ahmadinejad wants to brings out the 12th Imam, or the Mahdi. And where does it come from? It comes from the pit in the ground. God says, I'll open the pits and I'll let them out in those days, and they'll wreak havoc on earth until the Lord ends it at the end of the Battle of Armageddon. Oh, by the way, during that time, the Jews will be held safe in the desert. Jody Wolf, Expoz.